Salutations YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays, KSP, the 365-day challenge. So, I'm going to try and make this episode really short, because I am sick as a dog. I am really not feeling well, but yeah, so here we are, KSC, just the dawn hours, and last episode we put up another module for ODARP. It was the command bay, I think. So now ODARP is fully Kerbal rated, so we're gonna have a permanent facility up there. But Bill's probe program. There we go. Kosmos is still in full swing, and we're going to launch the second of those probes today. So, I think I'm just going to meet you guys on the launch pad. Alright, here we are on the launch pad once again, and again we're using our Vostok-esque launcher from Tantari's pack. And it is just the R7 launcher, the TLV, just with no second stage. And our payload is up there in the procedural fairing. Alright, so I think, without further ado, we shall get going. Boom! I love this, I love this launcher. Yeah, I thought I'd take the opportunity while we do some of our kind of early ascent to talk with you about plans for Mission Block 2. Now we've already got ODARP in low Kerbin orbit, low-ish Kerbin orbit, and so that's nice, but and it's nearly finished. Doesn't really need all that much more to accomplish its mission, and its mission hasn't changed. And it's likely that ODARP will actually be the name of the station, and not just the module that it's built around. Because its mission is still as a point to rendezvous and dock with in orbit. So docking and rendezvous platform is a perfectly adequate name for it, I think. But we're going to want a space station around the moon. That's going to be very important. Let's see if I can find the moon. Is it up there? Oh, there it is. We're going to want a space station around the moon. Because ODARP is more of a place for personnel and spacecraft to dock up and refuel and transfer crew and all that. Transfer crew between, to more suitable vessels for whatever they're doing. But we're going to need a station in lunar orbit to act as a fuel station, essentially. And I haven't quite decided yet if I want to mine carbonite on the moon. Oh, that's our liquid fuel boosters. Being jettisoned into a beautiful core left cross again. Look at that, very pretty. So it's going to be more or less just a fuel station. But yeah, so I'm not sure yet if I'm just going to mine carbonite on the surface and then transfer it up to the station and refine it there, or if I'm going to refine it on the surface and then transport the fuel up to the station. So I'm not sure yet, but soon. I think our core module is going to be probably tomorrow's mission. Just cut our engine there, just to coast to apoapsis. And this probe is going to the moon, as a matter of fact, because we already sent a probe to Minmus, and Bill who is still trapped on the moon, he can take surface samples, but he can't, cover the whole surface. Anyway, I think I'm going to get this thing into a parking orbit, and I'll see you there. We can talk a bit more. Alright, so here we are in our parking orbit. But, oh, let me just make sure we're still recording. Yep. Okay, good. Alright, so, but I wanted to deploy our fairings just because we need to get our solar panels up. Just because the probe will run out of power. So there's our payload. I'm actually going to deploy. So we got our solar panels. And as you will see, we are using sun tracking solar panels this time. It's because I didn't want to mess with it, especially with me being sick. But yes, we're using a wonderful mod called BoxSat, and I'll show you. You'll have more detail, I think, once we're separated from our stage here. Now we're basically going to use the delta V left in this stage to put us on a collision course with the moon, and then we're going to use the satellite, which has actually kind of a lot of fuel in it, to capture us into an orbit around the moon. So anyway, this has very, very weak reaction wheels, so I'm actually going to spend some time wrangling this onto target, and I'll see you there when we're ready to make our maneuver. Alright, and here we are with our maneuver all set up. Just get our SAS on. We want to throttle up at 9 seconds, and there we are. So this should put us on a collision course with the moon. That trajectory is where we'll leave our booster stage here. Oh no! That was not good. Yeah, we need to burn retrograde quite a lot here. Sorry, I may have mentioned that I'm a bit sick. So, oh, I'm getting there. But hey, you know, it's a challenge, and challenges are meant to be hard. Else there'd be no, challenge. So, yep, we're gonna get this on a lunar transfer. It's gonna be great. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. That should do. Alright. There we go. That's our stage decoupled. Let me just make sure that we're both still gonna... yep. Okay, and time accelerate till we're clear. And sun anytime now. There it is. Boom. Alright. So, there we are, ScanSat. Or sorry, not ScanSat. BoxSat. This is BoxSat. Oh my, this reaction wheel is terrible. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. Okay, well, alright, well, we're gonna have to keep this in mind. Alright, well, we're gonna need to set up a maneuver to get us onto a safer trajectory. I guess we'll do that here-ish. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to time accelerate and get us onto our maneuver node. So I'll see you there. Alright, here we are. It's very different. It's very difficult to roll. We're actually very unbalanced, and I don't know why. I think it's because of these antennae, these little Tentaries dishes, but I can't be sure. But here we are at our burn. And we're just increasing our speed, so we'll get there just a little bit sooner. And as such, we'll wind up missing it. Alright, perfect. Alright, and we'll set up a maneuver for our capture. We need to get... oh, not that low. Still, we want pretty low, I think. Actually, you know, we also want a bit of an... do we want to bother with an inclination change? I think we do. Yes, let's have an inclination change. So we'll go normal. There, that should get us plenty of an inclination there. Yep. Alright. I'm going to pause it once again, and I'll see you at our maneuver. Alright, here we are at our maneuver node. Oh, and I do apologize for some of the kind of harsher cuts. I'm trying to get this done. You know, like I said, I'm sick as a dog. I feel terrible, so. But yeah, I figure once I get this done, I mean, you know, they don't all have to be, you know, these great epics. It's okay if one of my missions is just kind of humdrum every once in a while. I'm okay with that. All right, so that's got us our encounter. Now to make our capture. We want to burn retrograde. That needs to be lower, much lower. Alright. I guess we'll go for a 60-kilometer orbit. It seems a bit low, but you know, sure, why not? Let's go for a low orbit. Alright, so once again, I'll just gonna time accelerate here, and I'll see you at our maneuver node. Okay, so we missed our burn time quite a ways, but hopefully that shouldn't muck around with it too much. Just gonna go to map view and get ready to cut our throttle. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for a 100-kilometer orbit, I think. Much more sensible. Alright, and this I'll probably won't bother to make a cut. Alright, we're gonna flip around the dark side of the moon. Once again, we got our carbonite detector, and it's still saying too high, but that should change. Of course, SAS just throwing us everywhere, whatever, you know, it doesn't really matter. Wow, it's actually going to put us into a perpetual spin. Or very nearly. Oh, okay. Cheesy time acceleration. But I don't know, with the way SAS works now, I feel no remorse about being a bit cheaty with the time acceleration. Flip us around the dark side. There it is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a little bit more. Okay, we want to burn at 3 seconds. 3 seconds our mark. We don't have a lot of battery life on this probe, but should be sufficient for our purposes. Yep, we are definitely unbalanced because when I'm undergoing acceleration, I'm very much off target. See how my maneuver node always slides down? Alright, that should be sufficient, I would think. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Alright, so we're going to just orient ourselves a little bit better. We're going to start detecting carbonite on the moon. 4%. Nice. Alright, well that's more or less our, well, I'll talk a little bit about box set, just because why not. So, box set is this box, essentially, and it's, basically you have these trays, that will fit inside it. And so you've got a probe core, you've got, LFO tanks, it's very, very cool. I'll probably detail it a bit more in depth at some point. And I've actually clipped the carbonite detector down inside just to make it a little more compact. But I really do like box set. It's a really cool mod, and I like it. And these solar panels are from there as well. The engine is from RLA Stockalike, which I love, but it's running off of LFO tanks that are inside the frame. Anyway, that's our mission for today. Nothing too complicated, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be launching another station component, and like I said, there's a strong possibility that it'll be a core module for our new moon space station. So, anyway, I've been Foxonius, this has been KSP. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Take care.